I think, well, when it comes to women, I'm so hard on women, so I am the way I am with women because I am a woman. So like I don't really like to focus on like I understand and I'm able to engage with and empathize with black men because I've been, raised by and taken care of by black men. But when it comes to women specifically, because I am a woman, I tend to try to focus more on the like our impact and how we, our outlook on our outlook in society. Like I care about the female image, so I really try to speak.
EBD was doing a lot of like acting like EBD, but I got love for you, but he's throwing some straight BS. There are women that are talking about same things. Um, One thing that just no disrespect to the young whippersnapper since I'm a dinosaur. Like no disrespect, but uh,
Yeah.
experience says a lot.
Like, why you hating on Aaliyah?
I ain't,
What you mean?
you know what I'm saying? Respect,
What you call it? You call
respect.
it something else? What you call it?
The truth. She's young. She doesn't have any experience enough. She in a relationship now, so her mind frame is from that. And I mean, what did who said it earlier? Anything from high school? Oh no, you said that high school don't count. Like so.
That's a good ass question.
But I wanted to ask a quick question. Like, Aaliyah, like where you get your like education from? Like, how do you speak and make sense? They don't make a lot of you. So where I'm just I'm just curious. Like you've heard it from some all this knowledge you spitting out or whatever it is was from somewhere. I'm just asking where was that from?
I think that, well, one, I had a dad, so like I understand like the male perspective. Like I had a dad, I have brothers. Also like I've majority of my life I've been taken care of by black men. Like black men have, provided me with a specific type of luxury in life. Like I've had a good life.
Mm,
And I've been taken care of. So I think the fact that I had a period in time where I was like coddled and like I was taken care of, and then I had to be pushed into the real world. So I went to college. I graduated high school in 2020, so I was the COVID year. Didn't really get a graduation, and then I didn't really have a freshman year of college. So I had to really like transition into the real world and really like get myself ingrained. And going through college and everything like that, I just learned the nature of women through my female friendships, and I think just all of that, and I'm also in a relationship right now, so just all of that, just I think it all hones into like why I am the way I am and I speak the way that I speak.
okay. So it's shaped. So it sounds like with a relationship with black men, like shapes and molds your perspective,
Hmm.
and because it sounds like you have like a this healthy respect for black men. That's I don't let me use the right word, refreshing. We don't hear a lot of you out there talking about, well, what about how the men feel and what about the relationship, da 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 da. Like we don't hear accountability either. We don't hear a lot of women talking about, hey, it's the women that's the problem because of A, B, C, and D. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm saying. It's kind of rare, but it is refreshing.
I think, well, when it comes to women, I'm so hard on women, so I am the way I am with women because I am a woman. So like I don't really like to focus on like I understand and I'm able to engage with and empathize with black men because I've been, raised by and taken care of by black men. But when it comes to women specifically, because I am a woman, I tend to try to focus more on the of like our impact and how we, our outlook on our outlook in society. Like I care about the female image, so I really try to speak to the women just through my own experience, like with my female friendships and female familial like family relationships and everything like that. Just my own experience, it makes me really want to speak to women for real. Like I gotta focus here,
Right.
especially because I am a woman, so I gotta focus, gotta really
Got you.
focus
All
on.
right, all
Yeah.
right, all right.
Hey, him.
No, no.
EBD.
All right, all
Oh, my
right,
bad, my
all
bad,
right.
my bad.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Alexis, you hit us with the all right, enough's enough. Talk your shit.
first of
What's up,
all, howdy,
Texas?
howdy. So good to be with y'all. Um, I feel some of what Aaliyah was saying from the fact that I have a similar experience that I have a dad still. But there's other women who have dads and or had the same experience and they still had the opposite effect of what she said. So EBD was doing a lot of like acting like EBD, look, I got love for you, but you know you was throwing some straight BS. There are women that are talking about same things. One thing that, you know, no disrespect to the young whippersnapper since I'm a dinosaur. Like no disrespect, but experience says a lot. Like that's why when you fill out a job application, they want you to have experience. A lot of times they ask you for that, like experience. And I think majority of women and people go through things and it changes their thoughts and why they feel the way that they feel on a topic. This topic being the dating pool. I don't think that the dating pool is shitty. I think people are shitty, and a lot of times your dating pool is shitty because you are shitty. And so if you got to take a moment and recalibrate and think, why am I attracting all these shitty people? Or even maybe I need to get out.
Aaliyah is the type of sister a lot of our younger sisters should aspire to be. They should aspire to be like Aaliyah for the simple fact that Aaliyah is mature. She comes on this platform dressed every time. She's modest and she is not biased. She is very fair in all her viewpoints, right? From what I've seen out of all of the panels that she's been on, right? So she's a great representation of Black woman. But here we have Alexis, I think Alexis D Texas, and then you have Sade, right? Because we're gonna get on her a little bit later on. But we have these women who are upset and she's trying to tell this young lady, hey, my issue with your stance is not because what you're saying is right, it's because of how old you are. Right, so it's a sense of right message, wrong messenger, right? And the only reason it's a wrong messenger is because of her age, right? But what about her background? Is her background terrible? Is she ran through? Does she have Does she have kids all over the place? I mean, like, is she a good representation for the Black community? Yes or no? Yes, she is. So what is a problem, right? But once again, the fact that you are just having an issue with understanding the point that she's trying to make because of her age should say a lot about you than it does her. And the fact that she's way younger than you and she's more modest, she's smarter, right? And she presents herself well, but yet here you are as a grown ass adult with the name Alexis D Texas or Alexis from the Texas. I mean, but people, y'all do understand that that is a name from a corn star. Y'all know that, right? This is a grown ass adult trying to tell this woman that you're too young to truly understand this stuff. You're too young to do whatever, right? Whole time you're a grown ass woman who has not accomplished what this woman has accomplished. And you literally have a P star username. That doesn't make any sense. It seems like she's the elder in this situation, not you, buddy. She shows that she is different from her counterparts or from me and her counterparts because I believe we're the same age, right? So it is refreshing seeing sisters like that because as we get older, we're gonna want more women who are like this. So this is a start, people. This is a start. And you have a lot of, I ain't gonna say you have a lot of sisters who are like this, but you got sisters who are like this, who present themselves like this, which is why they proposed the question, how many Aaliyahs are there that think like this? There's not many. There's not many whatsoever. And this is how you know this woman sucks at arguing. This is how you know this woman can't argue. This is how you know this woman is triggered by what Aaliyah said, because she immediately pulls the misery loves company card. I'm gonna call it misery loves company, because you're gonna say that, well, no, there are some women out here, man, who have fathers in their lives and they're not doing well. Okay, ma'am. Well, overall, we're talking about majority, right? Generally speaking, if a father is in its child's life, the child is to prosper. That's just a fact, right? That's just a fact. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna have some kids who slip through the crack where they have a piss poor father. Oh well, but is that the majority? No. But it's only people, right, who can't argue that will pull that tactic, right? And because notice how she's not following anything. You notice how she's not following none of her statements up. Here's the thing, right? What Aaliyah said is factual. You can back that up by stats. Statistically speaking, fathers do better when it comes down to parenting than mothers do. So what she just said is right. And the fact that this woman agreed with it should kind of already tell you the mindset that a lot of older women have. I mean, let's just keep it a being, guys. You have an older guy. This is the reason why a lot of these women who are older will get upset with older guys dating younger women, because what makes you think, how about this? We have Aaliyah and we have Alexis, right? You are a 40-year-old man who makes tons of money, right? And you want your legacy to be pushed on, right? You want your legacy to continue, right? Who are you shooting for? Are you shooting for Aaliyah, or are you shooting for this old dog? 10 times out of 10, you're gonna shoot for Aaliyah. You're gonna shoot for somebody who's smart. You're gonna shoot for somebody who's still youthful. You're gonna shoot for somebody who can still learn. Alexis, she's literally the saying, you can't teach old dog new tricks. Once again, guys, you can look at her eyes, you can tell that elevator does not go all the way up to the top. I mean, just look at her face, just look at her eyes. She has the tyranny eyes, guys. She has the tyranny eyes. She looks just like tyranny, and both of their elevators don't even go past the second floor. This is a building with 50 floors on it, and their elevator can only go up to the second and third floor. And then she wants to bring up jobs. Oh, well, men want women with experiences. No, we do not. If that was the case, then we wouldn't have issues with women having such high body counts. But we will always have this conversation because women want to force men to think that there's nothing wrong with having a high body count, when there will always be something wrong with that. And also, your job companies are not going to want somebody who has experience, but they constantly hop from job to job to job. They can't hold on to a job. And that's what you're going to get from a lot of your women who are in their 40s and 50s. Sad to say, right? Where you're just like, I mean, dang, I kind of want to deal with a woman, but I mean, you've been with this guy, been with this guy, been with this guy, been with this guy. In her case, she probably been with the whole town. But once again, look at the flawed mindset. She is literally proving why your older men date younger, and why a lot of your guys choose to date outside of their race, because nobody wants to deal with this type of mindset. A lot of your older guys are dealing with women outside of the race, or dealing with women outside of the country, because they keep running into these type of women like Alexis. Let's continue.
Out of this shitty place to get around some clean toilets. I don't know. But what you're not about to do is try to act like EBD, like this, like Leah's just spitting some straight facts, and you 44 going on 54. We're not about to do that. I know you like that she was talking. Maybe it's the glasses. Maybe it's like, oh, she's smart. But no. Now, thank you. Tenderism. You should have did that part. That's how you look when you said it. But just saying that there was a lot of stuff that was going on in this conversation. That's why I came up here. Y'all know y'all over here like just straight BS, and y'all over here Uno talking about the girl that cheated on him and took her back and saw it acting like she didn't cheat, but she did cheat.
Never know. See, now let's run the camera back. We asked the question, and I said I did. Never said I did.
I love you.
Never said I didn't.
Lex,
But continue.
Lex, why are you hating on Aaliyah?
I ain't hating.
What you mean?
You know what I'm saying? Respect.
What you call it? You call it something else? What you call it?
The truth. She's young. She doesn't have any experience enough. She had a relationship now, so her mind frame is from that. And I mean, who said it earlier? Anything from high school? Uno, you said that high school don't count. Like, so look, off of that premise, I'm just like, there's no way. There's no way that
They were talking about cheating.
the dinosaur is going to sit up here and be like, oh yeah, like it makes sense. Like I said, I got a dad too. I had a dad.
So do you disagree with what she was saying this evening?
I disagree with the premise of the fact of what EVD was coming up here like, oh, you're speaking in some real facts and nobody else is talking like that. Yes, there are females talking about that in your age group, EVD.
So you agree with?
I said that was a minority.
Oh, hold on. So let me ask you a question.
Minority.
So do you disagree with what she was saying, Alexis?
As far as the dating pool part?
Yeah, what she was saying about women and women's disposition and such?
Not exactly. No. Not exactly. I don't agree all the way. Like
So
I said,
I guess my question is, when you say there are women talking like that, and he was speaking of it positive, you're saying no, they're all women his age talking like that. Do you include yourself in that pool of women that talk like that?
yes.
So then you don't disagree with her. So then why come when he giving her flowers to say, all right, that's enough flowers? Why?
Because her, I'm
No.
just at my point in my age. Because I've had experience. I don't think that she's had enough experience to really be like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third.
So you think
but
I'm lying?
It's likable. It's likable.
You think I'm lying?
No, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that.
So what you saying? If we agree, and if he
we
giving me
agree.
my flower, what's the all right? Like, what's that about?
Exactly.
Especially you an older woman, so you should be like, yes, that's my young sis speaking at you. For me, that's how you're supposed to be, and that's not how you are right now.
Yeah, you're supposed to do.
It's
Like, I
hurting
think
my
you're supposed to do
feelings.
that thing they do. They be like
Clock it.
Clock it.
Little.
You got
Nah,
it has to be solidified.
He was already clocked it.
No,
But
no.
I'm being realistic to say that I think her age, she could speak from that point now, but I would like to see what that point would be in about 6 years.
God.
But why you gotta sow that negativity? Like, for me, I'm saying the right things
I'm
now.
not
So
sowing
you should be speaking like you should want me to still think like this 6 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be trying to
Understand, guys, when I used to hold my brother accountable, now mind you, my brother got me by 10 years, right? Now, he was living a very, very rough life, right? But once again, me and him are total opposites. Y'all see me, y'all see how I just like to come here, do my videos, talk to you guys, have the conversation, keep it moving. He's the opposite. He used to like to run into the streets. He did all types of stuff, right? He did all types of stuff. But the thing was, right, anytime I would try to give him advice, we all know the younger sibling, trying to help their older sibling out because the older sibling just didn't do what he was supposed to do or didn't do what she was supposed to do. So the younger sibling is the smarter one, is the one that did things the correct way, saw you make all the mistakes, so they said, okay, well, hey, I ain't gonna make those mistakes. So I would tell them, I'm like, hey man, dude, you're messing up. This is what you're doing wrong. This is what you're doing wrong. And every time I try to hold him accountable, what was the first thing that came out of his mouth? Brother, you have not lived through life yet. Brother, you don't know this, you don't know that. People understand. He told me this years ago. He told me this stuff years ago. Still in the same position. So I'm just simply saying, when people are saying stuff like that, that means they have already lost the argument and they don't like taking accountability, right? And you can obviously tell she's just trying to move the goalpost. That's all she's doing. She's just moving the goalpost. All he did and all she's doing is just deflecting. And the fact that you literally conceded and said that, yes, what she is saying is true, it should already tell us that no matter how factual it is, women will pick their emotions over facts. And it's sad because even at your big old age, you should know that facts matter more. You got this young woman out here schooling you. It's sad. You're upset because she has more morals than you. You're upset because she's smarter than you. You're upset because more people have more respect for her than they would you. It's ridiculous.
Pathetic! I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire!
I mean, and just people just listen to how bitter she is. She's gonna sit here and say, well, I wanna see where you will be at in the next 6 years, in the next 10 years. People, the only time you say that to somebody is if you know for a fact they're going to fail. The only time you say that to somebody is if you are hoping that they fail. The only time you say that to somebody is sometimes, man, is if you truly hate that person. So, but she then sits here and says that, well, what you are saying is right. So why don't you champion her success on instead of champion on negativity and failure? But yet she wants to keep trying to move the goalposts and say, nah, I don't have an issue. No, I'm not triggered. You know what? Let's continue.
Finesse.
But nah, it's not gonna be like what I should think. I'm telling you, which is that in some years from now, I would like to see how that point of view may shift. That's all.
You know what's
Damn,
interesting?
If it shifts to a negative light, are you gonna be happy? Like, you're gonna be like, I told you so.
Right.
Like,
No, because
it's interesting.
If it stays the same, then I'll be like, oh, okay, and I still would like to see how it would be in some years after that.
You know, how it comes across though is like, we'll see once you experience these men or the dating pool, which doesn't seem very overwhelmingly positive. Now,
or
the reason
dating men.
why I believe her stance. Now I use believe because
Mm-hmm.
believe can be, if you understand the etymology,
Right.
right? Because it comes from her foundation of her father. You see,
No,
so
my bad.
well. What I'm saying is, it had less to do with experiencing men and being treated well and being loved correctly by her father and being protected and taken care of by her brothers. That's saying, oh no, I see men like this because the men in my life treated me as such. It doesn't come from the men outside of that. You see. And so that's the part where it has a little bit more substance than just a woman just regurgitating some shit. She lived it.
I did too, and I know other females who have the same foundation, and they still are on the opposite end. So I mean,
Don't you
that's
think they
that's
might be on the opposite end because of the decisions they chose to make in their life? Like they did, like they is things that go into that. So because of the decisions I've chose to make, my young, I know I'm
right now.
young, and
Hmm.
I know I'm young. You keep
Right
you
now,
keep honing that in. So
yeah, I'm
because of
just
the
saying right
decisions I've made now and the experience I've lived up to now,
now.
this
Hmm.
is the way that I think, and I think the way that I think is I think it's the right way to think. Now,
Yeah,
how other people may figure what's right and what's wrong, that's up to them. But I
correct.
think the way that I think is right. And I don't want to think differently from how I'm thinking now later in life because I'm bitter or broken. Now, if I go through things in life and I end up getting hurt or anything like that, my outlook on life shouldn't change because of the things that I've experienced. I should still be able to be a woman in a relationship and be a
You
good woman
should.
in a relationship, regardless of the hurt that I felt in my
Yeah.
You
life.
should. You
So
should.
I feel like,
Correct. Yeah, you should. Correct. But
and I want to have this way of thinking when I'm your age or
yeah,
when I'm anybody else's age.
yeah,
Come on, baby.
and
Come
you
on.
should. And I think a lot of people don't think that they would change their mind because of where they're at right now. And you are correct. So I'll give you your flowers. It shouldn't change. But there's things in life that will happen that can make it change and can just shift it. So again, I'm gonna stand my ground that I would like to see where it in some years from now if it's still the same. So
So is your problem that I respect her because she has a healthy respect for black men?
no, I don't have a problem. I didn't say that I had a
No, 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 no.
problem.
You're saying that I'm on some bullshit, but that's the kind of shit I'm on. That's why I asked her what I asked her. Like, where do you get this perspective? Because it's a healthy respect for black men.
Oh man, hey. Oh man,
Is
oh
that
man,
is that
hey.
is that the
Real hating, man. That's like an art form, man.
is that what you think is bullshit? The healthy respect for
No,
black men
because
that
I
she
have
has?
a healthy respect for men. Like I said, I had a dad and a mom in my life.
So then why do you say my perspective
Because
is
I
bullshit?
felt because me and you have been on these panels and we've heard other women speak similar. So for you to say it like, oh, what you're saying, and so I'm like, oh, that's some bullshit because
We've
we
been on other
on the same
panels,
panels. Yeah, we've
and
heard women speak similar sentiments. So
no, we have not.
come on, EBD.
That's a minority, not a majority. That's why I say it's refreshing because she's a minority, not the majority. You think a
Okay,
lot of you think. Hang on. Give me a percentage. How many women? How many Aaliyahs are there with this perspective and mindset? How
in
many?
her age group.
Any? But pick one.
Yeah, well,
No, let's talk about my age group though. How many you
Let's
think is
talk
talking
about it.
like this in my age group?
Right.
I don't really care too much about
My,
how many he's talking like that in
that's the
yours.
that's
People that
that's
been on your
that's the
I
issue.
just
stage.
was
That's
calling
the
out that
issue.
no, it's not that I don't care, like because at the
Yeah,
end
you
of the
don't
day,
care. You should.
Yeah, you should care.
You should
As an
care.
elder, as an elder,
As an elder, you
you
should
should
care
care.
about the future of younger women getting in healthy
as an
relationships
And
with
this is
men.
elder,
what we talking
as an
about
elder,
right
I
here.
talk to the
Oh
women
no,
underneath
please.
me, and we have conversations, and I push back.
Okay.
Me and Saw go back and forth, and I push back on her because she is younger than me. I talk to them. I don't just sit up
But
here
why
and be
you
like,
pushing back on me? I'm saying I'm here.
I'm
We
pushing. I
here.
told
Why
you
you
why.
pushing back on me?
I told you why. I'm just pushing back on the fact that you're young, and I will be interested to see how your mind frame is in some years from now. Because
That's not
like
motivating.
you were a doctor, or what about? Didn't you have a father figure?
My
Hmm.
dad calls me every day.
Yeah.
I love you so. I love you so much.
I guess Alexis, which proves
Wait,
what?
what does that mean?
that
I love her so much.
there's a lot of females who have
She
that
asked the
same
question, I
foundation
answered it.
and they think the opposite. That's what I'm saying. I like to
because
see.
of the
So
decisions they chose to make.
So what you're saying is that black women who have grown up with a black father still have a disrespect for black men, and that's
Wait,
normal.
first
That's
of
what I'm
all,
hearing.
that's not what you're hearing,
I think the
DTV.
That's what I'm hearing.
experience had
No, it's
made
not
them.
because I don't
The
have a
other side
disrespect.
of
I
this
don't
of
have a
respect for
disrespect
black
for
men
men.
is
I think
disrespect.
But we don't have a disrespect. Our viewpoint is that we just don't want to focus on the negativities of the women when we know that it's not just women. It's a people thing. It's a human thing. This is a human defect that we have the fucking core of us. Like what? No, because y'all want to say it's ego, it's pride, it's this is that. No, this is a human thing. This shit been happening from the beginning of time. And we just want to keep on saying that it's just, oh, it's just the females. It's just the females. It's just the niggas. It's just the niggas. No, it's every fucking body. Everybody fucked up and shitty if you want to be honest.
Well,
Not
what I'm
So
everybody.
saying is
we
that
all have to
Now
be
it's everybody.
accountable. We
Not
all have to
everybody.
be we
but
all have to be accountable and we all have to do
right.
the work. Just like you frowning your face up, DTB, we heard your stories about how you
BTB?
wanted to cry. You wanted to
Y'all don't do
fry.
that.
Change my name, Hemp.
How
Change my
you
name to
and I apologize if I messed it up. But how you wanted to cry victim, and then you told us all this long out story, and you were to blame, sir.
What do you mean, my story?
You don't
She talking
remember?
to-
No. I'm just
No,
saying.
I'm talking to DTV.
He be doing it. Who is
Damn.
that?
Yo,
That's
but
what it
it's
say
just,
up there.
yo, it's just ill, right? Alexis, it kind of just came across like when you heard her saying it as a young woman, you said, see what you're saying in 5 years. So now it kind of wonder if you actually doubt when you say it.
No, I don't feel that way. Just based off of what I've seen in my experiences, that I've had friends who was on the same plane with me at one point, and then a few years and experiences, it changed up, and so that's.
But you didn't though, right? You still stayed consistent, right?
Yeah, but I knew what they went through to where I was like, yo, like, okay, so that's why I said I'd be interested in how it'll play in some years from now. That's all.
No, I see what you.
I can't be like you.
I see
I
what
can't
you
be
did.
like
I
you.
see what you did there.
I hope you
because
are.
really,
No, it's not that you can't be, and I hope that you will be because I just opened up my dating experience.
That's more like it.
So I'm not.
That's
So
more
I'm
like
not
it.
over here like the dating pool of the shitty. That's not my thing.
That's more like it. You should. That's how it should have been. Like, yeah, be more like me. I love the way you think. Continue to thinking the way you thinking. Like some motivation. Like it's never no motivation when it comes from older black women. It's never no motivation. It's always like, negativity.
now
He did it like me. Wait.
Hey,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. In one phrase. I'll tell you that in one phrase. I'll tell you that in one phrase. Because misery loves company.
Right.
Because misery loves company. You're not celebrating the fact that she's had a healthy relationship with black men and that she's in a healthy relationship now. What you're saying is, well, give it enough time and you'll come around to this other way of thinking where you have this bitter taste in your mouth of black men. All men are trash. You ain't supposed to date. And that's it. Like that's how that's how normal women operate. And that ain't.
Let me read these real quick. Calvin with the $2 says,
Once again, guys, notice how she just keep moving the goalposts. And this is what I stated before, guys, right? And so we're going to get into Side A in a second, but understand what I've said before. Check out my other videos, people. When I talk about Pretty Intellectual, when I talk about Bo, right? When I talk about a lot of these women on these panels, the second you summarize what they just told you, the point that they just made, and we know a lot of times their points are just stupid, outlandish, and you summarize it and push it back to them and they hear it, they will say, okay, that does sound stupid. No, you don't know. No, you're missing you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. No, you're this, you're that. They never concede defeat. They never will say that, hey, well, you know what, you are right, I am wrong. They literally do what Alexis is doing. They will try to defend it whichever way possible, even if that means contradicting themselves, even if that means taking back what they said, but they will never say, well, you know what, I concede defeat, you all right. She literally should just simply say, you know what, you all right. Right? You should have just left it at, yeah, hey sis, you're right. But no, you immediately said, all right, whatever. And then, I mean, come on, now they grilling you, right? And you don't like that. And it's just sad because this is our sisterhood. These are the black women that's in our sisterhood. And then Sade is just a pure liar talking about, oh, well, you know, I don't have no issues with men. I don't hate men. But yet you had a guy who sat here and just told you that he got cheated on. Right? He just got cheated on. And you sat here and justified the woman cheating on the man. You justified the woman cheating on the man under the assumption that he did something. He said he didn't cheat. He said he's done cheating. But yet she will still sit here and say that, well, nah, I'm still thinking that you did something, so I'm gonna give her a pass. But you can't even prove it, which, I mean, hey, maybe he did, right? But if he's telling you he didn't do it, right? Which, once again, there would be no reason to lie. He's telling you he didn't do it. The fact that you're still trying to justify her cheating should already tell you enough, right?
So being that she was deprived from that, from probably for so long, and she had to endure so much to clean up with that.
No, that was a joke about me not knowing how to cook and her teaching me how to cook.
Hey, Uno, let Saad finish.
My bad.
The woman, her justifying the woman cheating on you. Let her finish justifying it. Go ahead, Saad.
My bad.
Justifying it wasn't right. People make mistakes.
No, it's too late to say that. Keep saying what you were saying before. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day,
he got cheated on his fault. Tell us why.
Don't be him. I would not.
But does the context matter? She cheated on him.
No,
She
you
could have just
cannot,
left
nigga.
him. Like when women
She
talk about
probably
a man
did.
cheating on
Men
them,
cheat
they
on
don't
women.
want no
Men cheat on women all the time.
Yup, I know, and y'all don't ever give them no
They don't never
context
leave
on the woman.
because they
Why
could
the
leave
context
too, but
matter
they choose
now?
not to.
Why the nuance
The context
matter now?
never
Now everybody
matters.
care about nuance.
The context never matters.
Okay.
That's like a boomerang.
Taze, what you think? Is Uno fault he got cheated on?
I mean, I don't know his situation. How much would you say yes or no?
Well, she let it.
But once again, guys, this is just proof that a lot of your black women are dishonest and disingenuous. And we're seeing it every single day because we're going to expose it every single day. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Aaliyah, bro. Keep schooling these old assholes.